you tell people who are wondering what the hell you're doing, what you're doing?
So the question is, how long does it take the air?
Well, they don't even know what you were holding.
Oh, so this is an anemometer, okay? And in X-Plane, what we've got is a situation where there's prop wash from the prop back over the wings and tail of the airplane. The question is, how strong is the prop wash, and how long does it take that prop wash to accelerate from the propeller disc back to the various flying surfaces of the airplane? This is how we determine the prop wash from the prop over the wing. And so what I'm doing is I have this anemometer here, and I'm going to basically different positions behind the propeller of my airplane, measuring the prop wash at each point, so we can see how much wash there is and how that wash changes after the propeller disc. So I got my instructor here operating the airplane while I take the measurements. This is the first time I've ever been involved using my airplane without being in the airplane.
I've got a comment here.
Okay.
When we moved to this side of the plane,
Way
it was
windier.
like a hurricane.
Way windier.
Why
Way
is that?
Windier.
Descending side, is that why?
I guess so. I don't know.
So that's something to look into.
Yeah. It was
But
way
boy.
windier on this side of the plane than the
Yeah,
other side.
I feel
I
like
didn't-
you could barely
didn't see that
stand
one
up.
coming. And also when you get close, that exhaust is about 1,000 degrees, right?
Yeah.
The turbine inlet temperature is 1,000, and so I was burning myself just in the exhaust wake. And pretty soon the stick got so hot to hold, I was burning myself trying to hold the stick in the heat of the exhaust. So I had to be careful where I measured just to avoid burning myself in the exhaust flow.
That'll blow
So
the
anyway.
coronavirus right off you.
Yeah, blow it right off. So anyway, all right, so we're live on YouTube. We had to make a YouTube live stream on this.
neat,
There's no take
neat.
backs. But we got through the experiment safely. My fear, obviously, was walking into a prop. We avoided that. I never felt like I was in danger of entering the prop by mistake.
Good.
So, yeah, so I'm going to take what I just learned and roll that into the flight model of X-Plane to get the prop wash back from the prop.
There's my hat back there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like 100
everything
yards
we started
back?
with is about 100 yards farther back now, yeah.
All right. Well, I guess
I'm sitting in the airplane trying to keep my eye on you. What did we learn as far as the acceleration, deceleration of the airplane?
You're pretty much all wrong. All of us were wrong.
It starts decelerating immediately. doesn't it?
Immediately.
Uh-huh.
It's strongest right behind the prop. The
Yeah.
farther back you go, the less wash
And the
you
farther
have.
away from the fuselage.
Yeah.
Because it accelerates and
The
adheres
air,
to
the fuselage is acting like a wing. All right, so what we learned is aerodynamic theory says that the farther you get back behind the prop, the more the air will accelerate because the prop pressurizes the air, and that pressure pushes the air back. In fact, what I learned experimentally just now is theory is wrong. Their prop wash kicks out a heck of a lot of wash, and the farther back you get from it, the less wash there is.
boy, my hands are shaking. I had like adrenaline going from
I know.
standing out here.
I know.
It just
I know.
gets you so edgy.
I know. Oh, that's why I said it's. That's why we put our phones in airplane mode and pay attention to what we're doing here.
Except the one
intense.
that's going live on YouTube. But
Yeah.
anyway.
Okay, well, I guess you can shut down
All right.
the live.
There's going to be so tell them about there's going to be a video coming on this.
So I'm gonna put a video. We'll do it at yours. We'll do it X-Force PC. What's your video called so they can find it?
Well, they're on my channel now.
The
so
X-Force PC
Oh,
channel?
or Michael Brown, I think is actually.
Okay, so Google Michael Brown X-Force PC. We're gonna have a MythBuster style video where we outline our findings, complete with the bets on what would happen, which, as it turns out, are not what actually happened. But what happened?
I can
what
see
didn't
by
happen is
looking at the
nobody wound up in
chocks
prop.
that moved
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
the air was still getting faster further back.
But it
On the other side. I don't know about this side.
Yeah, well, I think it's because the prop wash is kind of dissipating into a wider and wider cone, which is
Oh,
also
could be.
not what theory says.
All right, I'm going to stop this now.
All right, so yeah, look